Welcome back to my channel. Today I am on our 2020 Royal Enfield Continental GT 650. It is in this pretty Ventura blue color. I haven't actually been on this bike since we bought it in December. I've been on it to take it around the neighborhood a couple of times, but that's pretty much all that I've done with it. This is my first time out on the open road. Oh, that's not where I want to turn. Yeah, so this is my first time. Oh, it is where I want to turn. Hey. So this is my first time on the open road, and thought it'd be the perfect time to give you my take on it. I wanted to kind of talk about, you know, what I think about it off the bat, how it rides, the riding position, things I like about it, things that I maybe don't like about it. So I'm not going to be really getting into the specs or deep into the little details about it. And just know where this first impression is coming from. So I've been riding for about 6 years, but I've only been on a handful of bikes. 2 of those being scooters, and I know some of you probably are like, those don't count. So I've been on a couple scooters. I've ridden a couple 250cc engine bikes, and I ride the Buell Lightning, which is about a 1200cc sports bike. So again, I haven't been on a ton of bikes, so I don't really have too much to compare it to. And just for your reference, I am a woman, so woman rider. I'm about 5'3.5" and fairly petite. So all that being said, I'll just go ahead and jump right in. Gotta concentrate around these turns. I'm used to taking this road from the other way, so I'm just taking it easy right now, especially being on this bike for the first time on these roads. I don't want to do anything too crazy out here. I think the car behind me is probably like, hurry it up, woman. That's okay. Ride your own ride. That's the moral of this story here. Ride your own ride. Alrighty, so now that we've got those twisties that I took incredibly slow out of the way, let's jump in. So again, bought this bike in December. My husband has been eyeing the Royal Enfields for quite some time, so I worked some magic and I surprised him with it as a gift. The reason that he was drawn to it so much is because he really loves the classic cafe style look, and you know, so do I, and we both have sports bikes. We weren't looking for another high performing machine or anything like that. We just kind of wanted something that we could enjoy and kick around town on. So this bike really stood out. A perk to this bike is its price point. So I think we walked out the door with it maybe for about $7,000, and so for what it is, I think it's a great buy. It's, you know, it's not going to be as expensive as some of the other bikes out there. If you're looking at, say, Moto Guzzis or Triumphs or Ducatis, you know, it's less expensive than that. So if you're looking for something that's lower price, I think it's a great buy. So the riding position is a little bit more aggressive than what I'm used to. The seat is kind of sitting tall up, and then the handlebars are clip-ons, and so they're a little bit lower than what I'm used to on the other bikes. Definitely not your standard motorcycle riding position, a little bit more aggressive, and you know, that's understandable. It is a cafe racer style bike, you know, but over time that is something that you get used to. When I first bought my TU250X, I had Clubman bars on it, and so I was pretty far forward on that bike. The fact that it's a little bit taller is something that I'm gonna have to work with. I'm 5'3½", and the bikes that I ride, my other bikes, are a little bit shorter, and so I'm more easily able to kind of maneuver them. The one thing that does bother me about this bike are the positions of the foot pegs. I don't know if other bikes are like this and there's anything really that you can do about it, but the foot pegs are just kind of in this awkward spot for me whenever I try to maneuver it when I'm sitting on the bike. They're just in the way, and so I kind of have to work around them. They just like poke my leg like right in the side of the calf area, and so that's kind of I guess that would be my biggest complaint about this bike so far. The other one would be that there are these little engine guards that hit my knee, and I'm just kind of used to a tank that I can hug, and it's just a tank. It's not anything weird or bumpy. So now I'm like hitting the engine basically with my legs. Coming off of a Buell Lightning and my TU250X, I will say that this bike is pretty smooth as far as shifting goes and handling. There's not any vibration. It's not a vibrating bike. What else? As far as handling goes, I don't know what that was. Oh boy. Okay, so anyway, as far as the handling goes, I think it handles well. I haven't picked up anything off about the handling. I do kind of hear a squealing noise whenever I brake with the front brake. I'm not quite sure what that is. That might just be kind of a break-in thing. I mean, all in all, it's a really great bike. If you're looking for something that's, you know, that classic cafe style, something that has a pretty decent price point for being a brand new machine, then I think this is a great choice. This ride being my first ride out on it, I'm still a little bit uncomfortable on it because it's a little bit taller. Like I was saying, the seat's a little bit taller up than what I'm used to. It's just styled differently, and so I'm gonna just have to get used to it a little bit to really feel comfortable on it. But I enjoy it so far. It's a great looking bike, and we've already jumped on the mod wagon, so we've already kind of done some modifications to it, and it's one of those bikes that you can do that with, and kind of personalize it the way that you want. But all in all, I enjoy it. It rides great. It's smooth. It looks great. Kind of has some quirks, but nothing that you can't get used to. So yeah, I think we'll leave it at that for this video. My first impressions of the Royal Enfield Continental GT 650. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and I will catch you next time. Bye.